I'm 75 years old. And if there's one thing a long life teaches you, it's that most of the things you worry about when you're young, they just don't matter in the end. I've spent decades learning things the hard way, making mistakes, and slowly, very slowly, figuring out what's real and what's just noise. Today, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately, something that has shaped me and evolved with me over all these years. Religion. Now, before you click away, this isn't a sermon. I'm not here to convert you or tell you what to believe. Far from it. This is just my story, my personal journey with faith, God, and the big questions that we all grapple with at some point. It's the kind of conversation I wish I could have had with my younger self. It would have saved me a lot of confusion, a lot of guilt, and a lot of time. Growing up, religion was a very clear-cut thing. It was a set of rules, a building you went to once a week, and a book of stories that you were told were absolute truth. For a long time, that was enough for me. It provided structure, a sense of community, and what I thought was a clear moral compass. You did good, you went to a good place. You did bad, you went to a bad place. Simple. But, as I got older, life got complicated. Life isn't simple. People aren't simple. I saw good people suffer terribly, and I saw not so good people prosper without a care in the world. I had my own share of heartbreaks, failures, and moments of doubt that shook the very foundation of what I'd been taught. The easy answers I was given as a child started to feel hollow. They just didn't fit the messy, beautiful, and often painful reality of the world I was experiencing. I started questioning things a lot, and for a while I felt incredibly lost. It felt like I was betraying everything I was raised to believe. There's a certain fear that comes with questioning your faith. A fear that you're cutting yourself off from something essential, from God Himself. I drifted away from the church, from organized religion altogether. I tried to find meaning in other things, in my career, in success, in possessions. And, for a while, that seemed to work. But it was a temporary fix. That deeper ache, that need for something more, it never really went away. It was in my middle years, probably my late 40s or early 50s, that I began to find my way back. Not to the old rules and doctrines, but to something different. Something more personal. I started to see that maybe religion isn't about having all the answers. Maybe it's about learning to live with the questions. Maybe faith isn't about blind belief in ancient texts, but about having faith in humanity, in kindness, in love. I started looking for the divine, not in a specific building, but in the world around me. I found it in the kindness of a stranger who helped me when my car broke down. I found it in the unconditional love of my dog. I saw it in the resilience of a flower pushing its way through a crack in the pavement. I felt it in the deep connection I shared with my wife, in the laughter of my children, and now, in the eyes of my grandchildren. This, to me, became my new religion. A religion of connection. A religion of compassion. I realized that all the major religions, at their core, are trying to teach us the same thing. To be good to one another. To love your neighbor. To be kind. The rituals, the names for God. The specific stories, those are just different languages trying to express the same universal truth. When you're young, it's easy to get caught up in the details, in who's right and who's wrong. We build walls between us and them based on these differences. But, at 75, I can tell you those walls are an illusion. They prevent us from seeing the shared humanity in everyone. My idea of God has changed, too. I no longer see a judgmental old man in the sky, keeping a tally of my sins. I now think of God, or the universe, or whatever you want to call it, as a force. An energy. It's the love that connects us all. It's the creative spark that leads to art and music. It's the strength that helps us get up after we fall. It's not something separate from us, up in the heavens. It's within us, and all around us, all the time. So, what do I believe now? I believe in kindness. I believe in forgiveness, especially forgiving yourself. I believe that our purpose here is simple: to leave the world a little better than we found it, to add more love and less hate. You don't need a holy book to tell you that. You just need to listen to your own heart. I've learned that spirituality is deeply personal. What works for me might not work for you, and that's perfectly okay. The goal isn't for everyone to believe the same thing. The goal is to respect each other's journey and to find a path that brings you peace and makes you a better person. If you're wrestling with these questions right now, whether you're 20 or 50, please know that it's okay. It's part of the human experience. Don't be afraid of doubt. Doubt is not the opposite of faith. It's an essential part of it. It's what pushes us to grow, to learn, and to find a truth that is authentically our own, not just one that's been handed to us. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for your questions. Your spiritual journey is yours alone. It can be messy, and it will definitely change over time. My faith at 75 looks nothing like my faith at 25, and I am so grateful for that. The evolution has been the blessing. So, my advice to my younger self, and to you, is this: focus on the verb, not the noun. Focus less on what you believe, and more on how you behave, . Are you kind? Are you compassionate? Are you loving? At the end of your life, that's the only thing that will truly matter. Not which church you went to, or which prayers you recited, but how you treated the people around you. That is your true legacy. That is your real religion. I really hope this gives you something to think about. This is just one old man's perspective, born from a lifetime of fumbling through the dark and occasionally finding a little bit of light. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. What has your journey with faith or spirituality been like? What's the one lesson from your own life that has changed how you see the world? Please leave a comment below. I read every single one, and I truly love hearing your stories. It makes me feel a little less alone in this big, confusing world. If you found some value in this chat, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll be sharing more of these life lessons, things I wish I knew decades ago. Real stories, real advice, from someone who's been there. Thanks for listening.